Hi guys, welcome to M Classes. In this tutorial we will discuss about entity framework. Let us start with the definition first. Entity framework is an ORM framework. ORM stands for Object Relational Mapping. In the second definition we have explained object relational mapping. But to understand object relational mapping, you need some knowledge about AD.NET. When you are doing any database related operation in case of AD.NET, you can see that first you are going to make a class for entities, and then you are going to make another class in which you are writing the connection code and the code to perform any operation on a database. You are doing several steps to perform a single database related activity. But in case of entity framework, the major advantage you can get is the some piece of code is written by the entity framework. Like if you are going to create the database, corresponding to that database, the entities and the classes are created by entity framework through object relational mapping. If you are going to write the entities for the database, then the database is going to created by entity framework. This is the object relational mapping, and the rest we can see in the demo solutions. There were three major approaches we have in entity framework. One is database first approach, the second one is model first approach, and the third one is code first approach. We will start with database first approach. First we were going to see in SQL Server. In SQL Server we have already created a table name called information, which contain three fields: name, email and password. In case of database first approach, we already have an existing database, and by using that database we can generate entities by using entity framework. Here in this solution you can see there were three projects. One is ASP.NET Empty project, and there were two class library project, Information Bell and Information Dell. And after adding those projects into your solution, you are going to add the entity framework library by managing NuGet packages. Using this package you can add the entity framework DLLs. I have already added the DLL, so we can continue from there. Here, after adding the DLL, then first add new item. Here you will type your server name and then select the database for which you want to generate entities. This is our database, entity framework demo. Here you can see there were two tables present into that database, but right now I am using only one table, so I am going to select that table information and then click on finish. It will take some time to respond. Here you can see corresponding to that database that we have created in the SQL server, it will generate a model for us. You can see the fields were exactly same like we have in our database: name, email and password. In case of ADO.NET Entity Framework, every EDMX file will give us two things. One is context class and the another one is entities. In case of entity, it will define all the properties of our table. Like in case of information, we have three properties: name, email and password. And when we look for context class, what context class will do for us? Context class is the class that is responsible to perform any kind of operation on a database. In case of context class is generated once for a database. Suppose in a case of a database you have 10 tables. So for each table you have an entity class. Like if you have 10 tables, then you have 10 entity class. But in case of database, you have only one context class, and this context class is responsible to perform any kind of operation on your database. If you want to see the detailed information about an EDMX file, then right click on the model and click on model browser. In case of model browser, you can see the complete details about EDMX file. This is the diagram representation. In case of entity types, you can see the entity classes information. In case of complex type will show you the stored procedures if you have make any. But here right now we don't make any stored procedure there, that's why this folder is empty. So this is all about the short description. This is all about the short introduction that we want to provide about Entity Framework. If you want to know how we can perform CRUD operation by using that Entity Framework, so we will show all these things in the next upcoming tutorial. Thank you for listening.